Starting to the top left, the Protoss player for Team AZUBU. He took down Curious, he took down Life, and he took down Bomber. Now he's up against another Terran player. It is
AZUBU Genius.
Terrifying player today.
I have no words for his performance today. It's just incredible. To the top right, we have his opponent here on Atlas. This is the second Terran player for Team StarTale today. This is
StarTale, Hack.
Hack, you know, definitely could be a player they've had planned for something else. I think if they had planned to use him just as a Protoss sniper in general, he would have come out earlier. But he's a good all-around player, and he showed it in StarTale's final match against LGIM. He needs to do it again, though. He takes gas.
Genius is back.
Genius is back, man.
Once he got rid of the Void Ray addiction, suddenly he's pulling out all those builds in his micro once again that brought him into the finals the last time.
Yeah, just, you know, it just goes to show kids, stay off the Void Rays.
Yeah, stay off the Void Rays. They're bad for you. Also, don't start smoking.
Yeah. Double gas here for Genius in the main, so he is going to be doing probably a Mothership Core expand. He's also going to get lucky with his Scout.
Yeah, that's the win ratio. Once again, this includes Wings of Liberty, so it's completely irrelevant for Heart of the Swarm. If you want to focus on the Heart of the Swarm ratio for those two guys, when we look at the offline matches for Hack against Protoss in Heart of the Swarm, then he played 5 maps in total. He won 60% of them, so he is 3-2 versus Protoss. Genius, on the other hand, this time apparently he is going into a proxy Stargate. He has 5 games, 5 maps against Terran so far, and he won 4 of them.
Yeah,
80%.
He does not scout the main, so for him right now, he doesn't know it's going to be a Reaper build. And that's actually a big problem for him, the fact that it's going to be Reapers, because his Stargate will likely be scouted. And as we've seen already so many times, just in the Challenger the other day, if your Stargate gets scouted or predicted, it's very hard to make your build work. There it is.
Reaper is moving across the map, and he does not spot the Stargate just yet.
It's a weird place for it, so...
Coming into the main base, he should realize that something is missing.
Yeah, he's realized the thing that's missing is the third pylon. If there's no third pylon in the main base, you know that there's a proxy somewhere.
Wouldn't it be funny if he actually starts like a Void Ray right now? I mean, it's not going to be a case. We're going to see the Oracle here, but wouldn't it be really funny if he would start proxy Void Rays?
There is a tiny chance. You know, it's Genius after all.
Like 0.5%?
It's .genius%.
Yeah, probably.
If he loses the Reaper, that's huge. The second Reaper now needs to go check for the Stargate. It's in such a nice location, actually. I really like how he's chosen this place for it.
And it's not scouted just yet. The Stargate is done, and here comes...
It's an Oracle.
The Oracle. He's actually supply blocked here.
Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Okay, there we go. Yep. I think he killed one of his...
He killed one of his own probes to do this.
Killed one of the probes so that he can start the Oracle. He messed it up a little bit and built one probe too much. So, okay, we have an Oracle, and we have not too much that can actually shoot air. We have the Engineering Bay moving in, but the Oracle should get a lot of kills. Even with the Marines there, he could just attack them.
Yeah, there's only 2, and the Reaper is not really helpful against this, and he doesn't have the turrets up yet. He will have to make that right away with his eBay. He starts with Widowmine too.
Yeah, but that's a little bit too late. If he moves in right away against 3 Marines,
should be able to kill all of them.
Problem. Oh, he will. You can easily kill 3. And that's exactly what he does, especially without combat shield. That's not a problem whatsoever. The Reaper finally finds that proxy Stargate. But here we go. The Oracle is already in the main base, takes down the Harvesters. 1, 2, kills the Mule as well. Oh, that hurts.
And by the way, Color, we have the Void Ray in production.
Void Ray in production. Okay, so Genius in the end, he's getting his Void Ray after all. The Genius memorial build, if you will so.
This Oracle is really, really important, because without it, he can't win the game. He has to have the Oracle for detection. Without the Oracle, this is not going to work. Never in a million years against those Widow Mines. And Genius, he already has the 3 gates.
Yeah.
He may add a 4th one. It depends on whether he wants a second Voider. He's queued up the second Voider, so he probably will not add a 4th gate.
At this point, there's of course no expansion whatsoever. We have the first Widow Mines in the game, 23 Harvesters against 23. We have, on the other hand, in the main base of the Terran player, he already has his additional base up there. But the Reapers actually a little bit too cheeky. One of them just barely able to escape, and the forward pylon for the Warpins.
That's all about those Widow Mines. Remember, without the detection on the Oracle, this is not going to work. Yeah. He has to kill the Widow Mines first. and also make sure that his Void Rays don't take the Widowmine shots. They need to be on Zealots.
And he needs to do damage with this, because the second orbital command is there. So we have double Mule and the double SCV production. And of course, Genius with this build is completely all in. He does not have a second base. He has to break through. He has 2 Void Rays, and he needs to take out those Widow Mines. That has to be the top priority. But Hack already knows that he's up against a build like this, so he's getting just enough bunkers so that he can hold. And
it's going to be so hard. It's going to be so hard to hold if the Widow Mines are gone. If the Widow Mines stay there, then he may have a chance. He's got the SCVs already pre-pulled. He needs to make sure the Widow Mines hit the Zealots and not the Void Rays. That's the most important part of all of this.
3 Void Rays. That is a lot of DPS. Oh, he gets one of the Reapers at least. But they scouted what's happening here. And now Genius is moving in. Here comes the Oracle. And here come those Widowmine shots. But there is so much DPS for Genius.
He just ignores the Widowmines. He doesn't even use the detection. He targets down the final bunker. The final bunker being repaired, but it's too much DPS.
There comes the Viking, but the Viking is already too late to the party. With another Widowmine getting a couple of shots off, but those Void Rays are still going rampage. Genius is back.
Genius is back with a vengeance, man. He's going to kill so many of these Harvesters. The bunker goes down. There are Widow Mines, but he can't unburrow them, because if he does, all the Void Rays will kill them instantly. The sentries get through.
There's not enough anti-air.
There's not enough anti-air, and there won't be enough anti-air. The sentries move in here. They're actually, one of them may be shot here.
Yeah, both of them go down against those Widow Mines, but the Void Rays are still going strong, and they will pick off every single anti-air unit that pops out of those barracks. And we have still a Viking on the production tab, but that Viking is not going to win him the game.
As soon as he loses these barracks, the game will end. He runs the SCVs out here.
Oh my god.
The Viking trying to kite back to the turret. He's losing so many Harvesters right now. Hack looking in trouble.
He's in a lot of trouble. He has the double command center, so he has an extra mule, but he will not be able to hold against this. I just don't see it happening. There are still 3 Void Rays left, and he has more Stalkers streaming to the main base. The only thing that he really has are those Widow Mines, and the one Viking that is now down.
He's going for the repair on the turret, but the turret goes down, and that is the last of the anti-air. There's one Marine left. That is game, ladies and gentlemen.
GG right there. Hack is losing the last few Widow Mines. Only 2 left. 1 Void Ray goes down in the Stalker, but we still have Void Rays, and they take down the SCVs.
GG! Genius with the 4th kill. This would be an all kill if we were still in the pennant race.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I cannot believe it.
Unbelievable. Genius, the player you cannot predict. You never know what's coming at you.
I cannot believe the performance that we see out of Genius today. So many builds that we have from this guy. He is completely unpredictable. The StarTale, the AZUBU coach is just laughing here. And Genius, I think he can't believe it himself. He took all of them out. Hack is down there. StarTale is down to the last player.
Yeah, the last player. And to be quite frank with you, Kaldor, I think it has to be Avenge. There's no one else that makes sense to me. And even Avenge, can he beat 4 players? Including Genius?
For exactly that reason, I don't think we are going to see Avenge. Because I don't see him beating like 4 people.
You think Sound can do it?
I don't think any player can do it. It looks like it might be Avenge. He's just being sent out by the coach, but I don't think a single player that is left on the StarTale Avenge is able to beat 4 people right now.
Well, the StarTale coach is going to have to hope otherwise, because
we have Avenge, Sound, Golden, but I don't think any of those can actually take down this many players right now.
Genius is ecstatic right now. As you can see, he's talking to Vines there a little bit. This is not what anybody expected. Nobody.
It's insane.
It's insane.
I mean, who do you talk about when you talk about AZUBU? We talk about Supernova, you talk about Symbol, you might talk about Bung Bung.
Maybe Ganji.
Maybe Ganji. We've seen San in previous GSTL matches do decent, but Genius is not the player that you expect to... You might expect him to be a guy who prepares for a certain player, snipes him, and then loses game number 2. Maybe edges out a second victory. Yeah. But 4 in a row? No way.
That's when, you know, somebody mentioned Genius, you're like, yeah, I guess he could snipe somebody maybe. He comes out maybe as a sniper for Curious. Maybe that was his original role here, but now he's just going everywhere.
Whatever his role was, it transformed into being the nightmare of StarTale.
Exactly. Derelict Watcher is the map they've chosen for their final map pick. And, you know, even if they win this, every other map that AZUBU gets is going to be their map choice with their players. They've already got so many good players on the bench. Some of the ones you just mentioned. Symbol being the final player that we'll see tonight, most likely. And I don't even know if there's a single player on StarTale who could beat Symbol ever left.
Yeah. I mean, right now we have the last player choice. Is it going to be the PvP? We saw Avenge moving out earlier. It's all going to be him. It's going to be the PvP.
Avenge.
I don't know.
They have no other choice, I suppose.
Well, they could have picked Sound, but I feel it doesn't matter who they pick. Whoever it is, I don't think that they will be able to pull this off. I'm sorry, but I don't believe it in anymore. I would be happy to actually being like proven wrong, because that would make up for one of the most incredible comebacks that we've ever seen after the match between TSL and LGIM back in 2012. But Avenge, is he really the guy who can take down Genius, Symbol, Supernova? Maybe. Maybe he is. But I don't see it.
No, I don't see it either.
Genius is... I have no words for this. Guys, we have a 5-minute break before we are jumping into maybe the last game of the day. It's going to be the first PvP. Genius is up against Avenge. AZUBU with a 4-1 lead against StarTale. They need one more win to go to the next round of the playoffs. We'll find out in a few minutes if they are able to pull it off. See you in 5 at the GSTL 2013 with Round1.
Life and it's just as valid. I strive for balance. My way might not be your way.